Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and welcome to today's video. It's Palette Promenade. So, I've got one from Ace Beaute that actually started it all. This is the first one that I ever received from BoxyCharm, and this is, that palette is gone, but anyway, this is I bought another one, and I wanted you to see this. This is called the Quintessential Palette from Ace Beaute, or Ace Beaute, however you want to say it. And when you open it up, it's got like this mosaic pattern. But look at these big pans and all these pretty warm colors. So there's everything you could ever want right here in this one palette. I don't know why I haven't used it more, but I want to get into it today. And we're going to take a stroll down Promenade Alley with Quintessential Palette. So let's see what we can get into today. I want to do something that's kind of holiday-ish. So I want to use one of these silvers or golds. And I definitely want to get into some of these rosy tones right through here. And so let's just get into it and see what happens. So I'm going to start out with a fluffy brush. This is from Alamar Cosmetics. And I'm going to go into this shade called Nutmeg. I didn't know a thing about Ace Beaute until I got that first palette from BoxyCharm. And ever since then, I was head over heels in love. Love their formulas, love their color stories, love their affordability. Let me build that up just a little bit more. And I've collected a bunch of their stuff over the years and have just about have everything that they've ever put out, except for the last there was a set of 3 or 4, I can't remember now, but anyway, they just didn't interest me, and so I just kind of backed off from them. And just continued using what I already had in my collection. But they're rebranding, and they've come out with this washer, a brush washer. And it's really cool looking. Anyway, I want to get it because I'm lazy. When it comes to washing brushes, I don't like washing brushes. It's easier for me to wash 1 or 2 or 3 at a time than it is to wait and let them pile up and have to do a whole sink full. So with my foundation brushes and my sponges, I definitely clean those really often and individually. But then the eyeshadow brushes, I have a tendency to wipe them off, and then, you know, when I've had enough of them looking kind of grungy, then I go and wash them. So some people are real diligent about washing their brushes every week or once a month. But I try to do it, you know, I've got so many brushes, it's easy for me to rotate. And then, you know, I can get around to it like once a month or once every 2 months, something like that. Eyeshadow's not, to me, you know, eyeshadow's not going to really clog your pores. You don't have pores on your eyelids. So I don't worry about those brushes as near as much as I do the complexion brushes. I definitely want to keep the complexion brushes clean. Okay, let me switch brushes. And I'm going to go into a purplish kind of shade here. Let me grab this one here from Lorella. This is the LC20. It's really nice and fluffy. And I want to hit this shade here called Rosewood, this purpley shade. And this is pretty pigmented, so that's why I'm going in with a big brush. And we're just going to pink this look up a little bit. And blend it in. This shade right here can get so intense. It's beautiful and it's popping. So let me make sure I get that hot spot right there. I got a hot spot that have to apply eyeshadow to it in layers to get it to stay in that spot. Okay, we're just gonna blend this up. Try to get the eyes to match. It's always the challenge. Okay, I'm pretty well satisfied with that. I may put just a tiny bit right there over that hot spot. And try not to over blend it. That's the thing, you can blend too much and just blend it all out. Alright, now I'm going to let go of that brush and choose another one. Let's get a smaller fluffy brush. This one's kind of a funny shape. It's kind of flat, but it's kind of fluffy all at the same time. And I'm going to go into this black. It's called Neroli. Or Neroli. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Anyway, I just want to tap into that. And we're going to hit this corner. And just kind of make that outer V shape. Just like that. This is a good brush for this little job, because it helps you stay in a concentrated area and not go too far up or out. And I just want to blend what I have on my eyes and not add any more, because this black will carry you away. It will carry you away and you will go somewhere you don't want to go. So, but you can see that there's kind of like a bluish cast to this black. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. Kind of makes me want to go into the blue. Let's see what this silver. It's kind of a grayish kind of a silver. I think I want to use that on the lid. And then maybe I can put that blue underneath the lash line. I think this is where I want to go today. So, I think I went a little bit too high. With that silver, but I believe it's going to be okay. We'll just, let me grab another brush here. And I'm going to go back into that. I'm going to just take a smaller fluffy brush. I'm going to go back into that rosewood. And I'm just going to kind of correct that little spot right there. Just ever so lightly. That's better. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay, now I'm gonna do underneath the lash line here. Let me grab I'm gonna grab this LC 20. What is this? A 28? Yeah, this is the one that's flat, but it's got a pointed tip. I really like this brush. I think it's really cool for doing underneath the lash line or for packing shadow on the lid. And I'm going to go into this blue shade called Juniper, just right there on the tip. And I'm going to use that underneath the lash line. And we're going to pack it on pretty good because I really want that blue to show up. And I'm going to carry them up into this corner. Just like that. Okay, now the other eye. I think blue and silver look really good together. And black and silver look really good together too. And but just having that rosiness, you know, into the eye look just kind of warms things up and gives me that vibe I'm wanting today, that purplish vibe. I've really been stuck on purple this fall. Okay, let me carry this down just a little bit. And give it a little bit of a wider line. Wider. Wider, not whiter, but wider line. Okay. Let's see, where's that brush? Here it is right here. I want to go back into that same brush that I had the black on, and I just want to, like, I'm not putting any more product on it, but I just want to take what's left over on the brush and just kind of blend into that silver and also into this blue. And just kind of make this a little more precise. And then just smoke it up. That's better. Okay, and the same thing with this eye. I'm just trying to cover up that silver. That silver transferred. And so I just want to make this just a little bit more precise. Okay, so there is that. Okay, I think that's really all I want to do. I may come back and do inner corner highlight with that silver in just a minute, but I want to put on lashes and stuff first. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I put on lashes and now I'm ready to do an inner corner highlight. And I think I'm going to go right back into that silvery shade. It's called Starry Nights. There it is right there. That's what I used on my lid, and it's a pretty color. It's kind of got a I don't know how to describe it. It's got like, it's not just a stark white silvery color. It's like a grayish purplish silver, if that makes any sense. And it's quite a unique shade. I don't think I have another one like it in my collection. And I do love silvers and whites on the lid. I just think for hooded eyes it looks really, really nice. It, you know, pops. It makes the eyes pop. You know, it makes you look like you got an eyelid. Instead of just having these hooded eyes where your eyelid just hides. Okay. So just a little of that, and I think I want to do a brow bone highlighter with that same shade, just a little bit, just right there, just right there, just to emphasize that arch a little bit, not too stark. So I'm being really careful to lay it down exactly where I want it and then blend it out from that space. And this shade can get pretty intense. Look at that. That's not where I wanted to go, but now I gotta make the other eye match. If there's a sheen, I mean just a really metallic looking sheen to this one. So if you like that kind of a sheen on your brow bone, you'd like this shade. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. And now we're ready for lips, and I'm dropping stuff left and right. My brush holder is overflowing, and a couple of brushes fell out and knocked something off, so I have to get that up off the floor, and I probably need to take a few brushes out of my brush holder. Okay, today, y'all, the eyes are just, it's pretty dramatic. You know, whenever you use black and navy blue together, I mean, it just creates such a stark look. And so I want to kind of tone it down a little bit on the lips. I'm going to go in with this lip liner here called Worthy from Ace Beaute. It's a it's like a nude. I want to do like a pink nude lip, just something, you know, pretty conventional. And my lips look really thin because I've got foundation and stuff on them. I didn't apply it there on purpose, but when I was blending, it just got onto the lips. Maybe it'll help the lipstick last longer. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to overdraw. Just right outside the line. Nothing crazy. Lucille Ball, she used to overdraw her lips. And it was so obvious, you know. And I like overdrawing my lips, but I don't want it to be that obvious. Okay, I'm going in with Bloom to Bloom from ColourPop. I think this is like my favorite nude lipstick. It's kind of a peachy nude. But it goes with my complexion really nice, I think. And I have a new lip gloss from Illuminati that's like this pink frost. And you know, I'm extra, so I gotta apply a lip gloss, and it's gotta be something shiny. Let's see how this looks. So it didn't add as much sheen as I thought that it would, but it definitely added some hydration. And I'm not mad at it. It's that lipstick. That lipstick is so creamy that it's hard to get a, you know, a high frost. Let's try something else. Let's try this one from Lorella. I'm going to blot my lips, because if I don't, I'm going to have too much. Let's try this. Oh yeah, that's more the vibe I was going for. I wanted kind of a pinkish look. Frosty. Like Frosty the Snowman. This little white lip gloss is going to be fun for this winter. Doing some winter looks. Okay, y'all. This is the look. Let me spray it down. And this is what I'm going to wear today. Not going anywhere except to edit. But anyway, my husband will be home soon. I wanted to get this done. But this palette, y'all, look at it. You could create so many looks with this palette. So we used 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this underneath the lash line. 5 shadows today. And we created this look. And I feel like I need to blend. That right there is just a little stark. Let me just, that very first crease shade that we use, let me just use that brush and blend on up into that. This one right here is like really out there. I'm shiny. I'm shiny. I'm like Rudolph. I'm shiny. Okay, y'all let me know what you think about the look. Give me a thumbs up on the video, please. And if you haven't subscribed already, I'd love to invite you to do that. I do these palette promenade videos every single Friday. I mean, every single Saturday. I'll get it straight here in a second. And we take a stroll with a palette out of my collection that I wanted to feature. Anyway, I'm not sure if Ace Beaute still has this on their site or not. I'll look and see, and if they do, I'll link it below. If you don't see a link, that means they don't have it. But they are rebranding, and there's quite a lot of things that have been on sale, including the new item that they just dropped, which is that brush washer, which is quite interesting to look at and watch in action. But I do like the way that they pack things. They pack things like Juvia's Place does. The Color Saver, double bubble wrap, and that goes inside the box. So I like keeping things, you know, from getting dust and stuff on them and all of that. Anyway, super nice. Happy to have it. It's a great palette, y'all. Okay, that's it for me today. God bless you today is my prayer, and I hope to see you again real soon in my next video. Bye.